Welcome back to the Peer Purpose Podcast. Again, such a delight to be here with you. I hope you enjoyed last week's episode, things that parents need to talk to their kids about. Here's the thing with that. Again, there's no shame, there's no condemnation in that, parents. If you watch that episode and you got any shame or anything, that is not my goal. That wasn't my goal. My goal is to educate you on what you need to be educating your parents on. So, that being said, if you have any questions on that, reach out. Okay, we all need help. We all have things. I have people that navigate my life with me. We all need that. Okay, so today we're gonna jump right into this. A while back, I put out a poll on my Facebook page, the Peer Purpose Podcast. Matter of fact, David, if you could go ahead and put that right here, you guys please go like that page. But I put a poll on there. I said, what topics would you want me to talk about? And there was a couple people that commented. And one of the persons says, can you talk about being problem-minded versus solution-minded? Okay. And I said, that is a great topic. I just have to know when I got to shoot it. And so for my episodes, for me, I'm just like, you know what? Whenever I'm feeling it, that's when I go in. And so this is where we're at tonight. We're going to talk about being problem-minded versus solution-minded, okay? And I just believe that we live in a world today, we live in a society that seems to be focusing on the problems and playing victim to their environments, okay? It is not my job to help keep up your false reality. I want that to be known. Anyone watching this, it's not your job to help keep up a person's false reality, okay? It's not, if I have a false reality, it's not your job to keep up my false reality. That's just not what your job is. Instead, my job is to hold the standard that I want to live by in my life. And it's for you to decide whether that standard is reasonable or not, okay? For you, it's to decide that. And everybody, your job is to hold up that standard and say, this is the standard that I live by in my life. And it's for me or you, whoever it is, to navigate that and say, is this standard reasonable? Some people have reasonable standards, others don't, right? Well, those probably aren't the people that you're going to follow their standards, right? But it goes back to, what foundation do you have? Where are you sitting? What are your values, your beliefs, all the above, right? How are you navigating that? How are you living that out? And so it's one of those situations we have gotten weird in these last few years of like, you have to follow what I want. Well, no, I don't. That is not my job. My job is to live by the standards I want to in my life, okay? And it's for you to say, are they reasonable, okay? Now, some people's standards you're going to live by, it's going to be damaging. I'll tell you that, right? For many years, I lived by a standard that was damaging. For the other person, you might live by a standard, okay? But that's, nonetheless, that's how you want to live your life. But not everybody wants to live their life that way, okay? And we do, and I'm going to talk about a couple of examples about how we do this today, how we do this in our society, about how it's just all problem. Let me tell you something right now, okay? I'm just going to say it. We should not be looking at things as a problem to solve all the time. We need to be looking at how can we let our light shine in the places that the lamp has went out, okay? How can we do that? Maybe one is for encouraging others. Maybe one is holding a lot of joy, and that's how you operate, okay? But we got to stop looking at, well, this is a problem, this is a problem. Stop being so reactive and start being proactive. One of the things that I cannot stand, I'll just be honest with you, is people that are going to have an issue with certain things, but they're not going to do anything about it. They're not going to do anything to add to it. They're not going to try to be a solution in any way. They're just going to complain about the problems that they're seeing and be able to judge it from their position, whether it's behind a keyboard or a phone or whatever you want to call it, okay? I'm just going to tell you right now, if you don't have your hand to the plow, I'm not listening to you at all. At all. A lot of people ask me, Bobby, I found out what do you do? Why did you get into that? Well, the speaking was one thing, but why I created the program that I have and that I'm running in some schools in Northeast Colorado is because I was tired of there not being a solution. Well, let me rephrase that. they're not being a good solution for our kids, right? Because of the stigma that's been on mental health, the stigma that's just honestly, if you have flaws, if you need extra help, the stigma that's on that. And I was kind of just tired of it. So I said, you know what? I'll be the one. I have authority in these areas. I've overcame depression. I've overcame anxiety, self-harm, suicidal ideation, suicidal thoughts, attempted suicide. I overcame all that. So therefore I overcame it. That means I have authority in those areas. And so being able to say, you know what? I see some things. Let me go after it. Right. And I just happen to present it after being presented an opportunity to present it. I just presented at a time that it was needed. And so here we are with that being said. And so I want us to understand that it's about being solution-minded. We got to get over the doom and gloom, y'all. There's just too much doom and gloom going on. And everything this and poor me. You're not a victim. You're not. Simple as that. Okay? And you can choose to be a victim. And you can choose to let every other thing throw you around like the wind. Or you can say, you know what? I'm going to become the best version of myself that I was created to be each and every day. And I'm going to add to whatever situation I need to add to. And first, I'm going to start impacting myself. And then I'm going to impact the world around me. And then from there, I'm going to empower other people to do the same. Okay? Here's the ways that I really see this problem-minded thing unfolding in today's society. Cancel culture. That's a big one, right? Someone does something that's offensive, whatever it is, or they don't like some. Actually, it's really not even that. It's someone says something that that someone doesn't like. And even if they don't have something in that moment, what they do is they go and try to find something. They go and try to find something on the person maybe 20 years ago or whatever it is. And they say, oh, look it right here. And they try to cancel them. And they try to get people against them, right? That's a very dangerous, because what is that, right? It's our free speech being attacked, okay? It's our free speech being attacked in that. And so we get into this place, we're like, oh, you said something. And so they go try to cancel someone, right? That's happening to a lot of people right now. That's happened to a few people. Cancel, okay? They want to crucify people at the stake and be like, see, look at what they did, okay? Cancel culture is dangerous. It's very toxic, okay? At the end of the day, we have to understand that this is adding to the problem in our society today. It's kind of really crazy how we've gotten to this place. But nonetheless, we've gotten there. But I'll tell you what, I'm not going to stop speaking truth. No, sir. Okay, not going to happen. Another one is politics. This is a big one, right? Oh, they did this, yada, yada, yada. And instead of looking, okay, so here's a question I ask you. Yeah, you're right. You don't like the current senator, whatever it is. How about you go and run? Go and run for something. People, I don't like how the school board. Well, guess what? Go out and run for the school board. Take 100 people, especially believers. This is a challenge and an encouragement to believers. Take 100 people from your church or around your city, whatever it is. If you don't have that many in your church, that's fine. But take even if you take 15, 20 believers, how about you guys all go run for the school board? Maybe 5 get it, okay? That's you're going to start making change, right? So if you want to be a part of that solution, go do something about it. I met a lady recently, okay, and I'm not sure if she wants me to use her name, so I'm not going to. But if you're listening to this, girl, you know who you are. I'm really proud of you. But she was tired of her school board in Colorado where she's at. I'm not gonna say where she's at, but she was tired of her school board, so she ran. And she's a mom, and she's like, you know what? I'm gonna try to do something. And she ran. She didn't get it, but I love that because she's trying to be a part of the solution. She's not feeding the problem and just standing on Facebook and putting stuff in or showing up at board meetings saying, She's actually putting action to her words and say, I'm going to try to make a difference. That's what I love to see. That's what we have to become. Don't be a person that sits at home and complains on Facebook about the local situations or the world government, whatever you want to say. Don't be a person that does that. Go do something about it. Okay? Don't be a person that has a small world view, but they think they have a global perspective. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Okay? Politics, that's a big one. So understand, you want to be the change? Go make change. Go run. We need more. We need more. It's going to take us all. And here's another thought. Okay? We're talking about, I've talked to many people about the youth. A lot of people are really not excited about the youth. And I'll be honest, I think this is our strongest generation. And I know some people get mad at me when I say that, but I'm telling you right now, they are. They have to wake up every day. I've said this in the episode. I think it was the last episode. I said they have to wake up every day and they have to look around the world and be like, what do I land today? There's 100 things, possibly more, that they could land on. Okay? But here's the thing. I want you to think about this. The youth of today, those are our future principals. Those are our future county commissioners. Those are our future superintendents, school board members, business owners. So what are we pouring into them now? Or are you just sitting around complaining about, well, this and this and this, and it's not fair? How about you be one that goes out, makes a change, empowers other people to make change? Okay? That's a big one. One of the ones I see. Okay? I don't talk about this topic much, but I'm going to today. Race. The race issue. I am so over the race issue. I'm telling you, let me just say it. Me being black, and I'm actually mixed. My mom's white, my dad's black. Me being black has never held me back from any opportunity in my life. It's never held me back, ever. And I'm telling you right now, we are in a society where they are using a race, okay, as pawns. I'm going to say it. They're using a race as pawns. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. There's more opportunities. I'm just going to say it, and I'm going to take heat for this, and I don't care. Jews, one of the most oppressed Jewish people, one of the most oppressed people groups ever, and they have not let them hold that. They have not let that hold them back, ever. You talk about the Holocaust, how damaging that was for families and generations to come, right? And they have not let that hold them back. Okay, the race issue. We'll do this and recognize this. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. My mom's white, my dad's black. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of where I came from. Stop using race. Stop using race as a way to, you know what, this is how I'm going to get it till I control it. I'm going to tell you you're racist, you're this, you're that, you're blah, blah, blah. No, not going to happen. Again, another thing, problem-minded, not solution-minded. Okay, what about bringing something different, a different perspective to it? Okay? Matter of fact, I just not long ago, again, it's TikTok. I don't really care. It's TikTok. But I spoke on the Deion Sanders thing. And then literally there was a comment. Dude said, stay out of black people's business. I'm like, bro, I'm black. Like, what are you talking about? But again, just ignorant stuff like that. It's ridiculous at the end of the day, right? Me being my skin color has never, ever hindered me in any way. And matter of fact, to me, that's an opportunity to change people's minds. I had a buddy growing up. I mean, I'll never forget this. And actually, his dad passed away a couple years back, a year ago or so. I can't remember. But I'll never forget this. Still, I was young, 7th, 8th grade, maybe even whatever. But his dad was in the service for many years. And he said, you know, I'll be honest. He goes, in the service, I struggled with black people. The guys were this and that. He goes, but that Bobby Jones, he's all right. And I'm like, yeah, I'm the guy that can change. If you're racist, I can change your mind, right? I'm that guy. I believe that I can just change your mind. You're going to see me and I'm big and I'm a teddy bear and you're going to be like, man, that dude is awesome. And I am going to change your perspective. And again, I don't look at race the same way. I don't believe black people are victims. I don't believe black people are victims. I just don't. I don't. And I'm not going to get into all that today. But even if someone is, let's just say someone is, and of course there's those people out there. I've ran across them before in my life. I'm that guy that can change their mind. I just believe that I can be the solution to be like, you know what? I'm going to give you a different perspective about me. I'm going to show you what it really means about the content of someone's character, right? And really like not the skin color of a person or whatever. Again, I don't look at race the same way. I'm going to disclaim that. But at the end of the day, I just believe that I can say, you know what? I'll show you my character. You can see my heart. And that's how you're going to judge me, right? And so we have to understand that today, y'all. We have to become solution-minded. Stop focusing on the problem. It's not going to get you anywhere. Stop being a victim. The kids I work with, they know they don't get to be victims. That's not going to happen. No. That's how codependency happens. That's how blaming others happens. And ultimately, that's how destruction in your life happens. I say, no, I'm going to give you a different perspective. I'm going to validate their pain. And I'm going to empathize with them. Like, yeah, I get that. That sucks. And I'm sorry that happened to you. But there's a way to get through that and come out the other way and the other side way much better. Okay? I want us to understand that today. We have to stop looking at the doom and gloom. We have to stop looking at poor me, woe is me. We have to start looking at how we need to be the answer to our world's problems and stop looking to everyone else to solve it for us. That's only going to perpetuate the problem. Be solution-minded. Powerless and weak people are problem-minded. They only focus on the problem. You know those people. You see them each and every day. You see them all the time. They're victim and they're this, and they're always talking about what's being said about them and this and that. Oh, and this. And those are the people that are saying the things. Right? Again, I love people, but let's just call a spade there. Let's get out of the doom and gloom. We have to stop looking for everyone to do it for us. I remember a story that I actually wanted to share a little bit tonight. This is a while ago. I think there's a study done on this. It was apartment building in the enclosed, like it was a courtyard area. And some of you may know this from school, but there's a courtyard area and there's like a bunch of people and there's a girl getting murdered in the middle, like literally being stabbed. And there is tons of people, witnesses around, out hanging out windows. And they're just watching this happen. And the woman ends up dying. Later on, everybody was asked, or multiple people were asked, like, why didn't you call the cops? Why didn't you do something? And the exact answer is because I thought someone else was going to do it. And because everyone thought someone else was going to do it, that woman ended up getting murdered in front of them. Stop looking for people to do the work for you. And get out and do what you have to do. You don't like your family tree and the things that's been passed down? Well, be the one to change it. Be the one to say, it stops with me. Murder's not going to happen anymore in my family. Molestation is not going to happen anymore in my family. Alcoholism, drug addiction, it's not going to happen. I'm tired of looking at the problems and the statistics and saying, oh, it's in my genes. No, I'm going to be a part of the solution. I'm going to say, I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to get free. And I'm going to go ahead and pass that down so it stops. So one day down the line, my kid's going to look at me and they're going to say, man, and they're going to hear stories possibly about different things in your family. And they're going to say, I don't believe that, because they're going to be so far away from that they're not even going to believe it's true. Why? Because it stopped with you. Be a part of the solution and stop looking for the problems. You can look and find the problems anywhere in your life. It ain't hard to look around. People have problems. Problems happen. But what about bringing a different perspective and saying, hey, I see that, but guess what? I'm going to share something with you that can change even the outcome of that in the future. I love y'all. You're going to be okay. We're in this together. I'm telling you right now, so much gold inside of you that's going to help you walk out the greatness outside of you. Okay? Just dig a little deeper, just a little deeper. Choose to live whole and a full life. And I promise you, you're going to live a life that you're proud of. Keep climbing, and I'll see you next time.
Next time I'll get it right, but for now I'll stay